You're listening to the PRO Media Network. The next level in entertainment.
Here he goes, AD, throwing it down! How about a poster? Anthony Davis is on fire!
You're listening to the Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, you're now listening to the Pelican post-game report on the PRO Media Network. I'm Big Q chiming with you on podcast 273 on the Pelican post-game report. That's right, episode 273. In this episode, we recapping the Pelicans' 125 to 115 win over the Denver Nuggets in the Smoothie King Center on Friday night. Big win for the Pelicans in more ways than one. It helped elevate them to 9-7, 2 games over 500, and they beat a quality foe in the Denver Nuggets, who dropped to 10-6. That round of applause is for you, both established and new listeners of the show. Please subscribe and hit the bell for notification and further content dealing with your favorite team, New Orleans Pelicans. This game was like I said, coming into from the previous show. This game the Pelicans needed. They had a slide going on against this Denver Nugget club. They beat them earlier in the season. Pelicans need to take care of business against them. They just need to take care of, Will Barton didn't play in the game, which he's another player that's deadly against the Pelicans. He just lights them up. He wasn't in this affair. And it was good that the Pelicans were able to get a much-needed win at home. And it was about time, man, to beat a quality foe like Denver. Denver's going to be there when the season gets down. They're going to be there. That's a very good team. But anyway, 125-115, Pelicans get it done in a major capacity. Now, in this show, we're going to go over this game. We're also going to have we're going to have an interview for Coach Al Gentry, his thoughts on it. We have stats, facts, and breakdown as usual. And, of course, we're going to give you the Pelicans versus the Spurs preview with that one set to go for Monday night. So without further ado, we're going to get right into this quick podcast. The Pelicans so far against the Nuggets, 42 of 87, 48%. And they shot 48% from the field, pretty good, versus the Nuggets, 46 of 95, same percentage, 48%. Pelicans were 10 of 25 from downtown for 40%. The Nuggets were 15 of 39 for 38%. They did hit 5 more three-pointers than the Pelicans, but the Pelicans were able to kind of stay ahead of this team when it really mattered. And I'm going to tell you why. How could you beat a team? They hit 5 more three-pointers. That accumulates to roughly about 15 points, 15 more points than what you hit with your 10 three-pointers. How could you beat that team when they hit 5 more three-pointers? Easy. When you go to the line 34 times, you convert 31 of 34 from the line versus your opponent who went 8 of 13. That's how you end up winning these games. The Pelicans were 31 of 34 from the free throw line for an astounding 91%. That's all I've been saying. When you get to the line, they're called free throws. You're supposed to get them for free. They're the easiest points that you can make in the league. Of course, some will argue a dunk is. An open dunk where you dunking the ball, I can argue that probably is very easy, but there's no contest. There's no running. You're just standing at a line, and they're giving you opportunities to convert easily. The Pelicans hit 91% on the free throws, 31 to 34. That is what I'm talking about. That helped them win. Total rebounds between both 51 to 51. The Pelicans lost the assist game 29 to 30. They did have more steals, 6 to 5. They had more blocks, 8 to 6. And of course, turnovers. Pelicans were very disciplined. 11 turnovers in this game versus 13 by the Nuggets. Nuggets had giving up 15 points off of their 13 turnovers. The Pelicans very disciplined. 11 turnovers, only 10 points given up. They had won the fast break point battle 20 to 10, and they did lose the points in the paint battle 58 to 52. But that really doesn't matter when you play this well. And that's what I'm talking about. Defense stepped up in this one, hitting the free throws at a higher clip, 31 to 34. And then one of y'all standing points is keeping the turnovers down to 11 and only giving up 10 points over those. Let's see what Coach Al Gentry had to say about his team performance and a good win against a quality opponent.
I just thought we just played hard and competed, against a really good team. I thought we maintained that intensity level throughout the game. we had a couple of bad possessions here and there, but, the way we played, that's to be expected. But I thought all in all, we did a good job. I thought the players that we had to play well against defensively, Jamal Murray has been going good. I thought Drew did an outstanding job on him. 4 for 14, and he got 2 of those baskets near the end of the game. So I thought we did a great job on him. I thought overall we did a good job on Jokic. I think he started out really hot, and then we kind of got him under control. So defensively, I thought we were good, and then offensively, I thought we did a great job of moving the ball, creating space, taking advantage of certain situations. And, then once again, obviously AD played well, but I thought there was other guys that really did a good job of stepping up and playing well also.
May I have you reflect a little more on AD? That's 83 points this weekend, not a bad couple of days.
No, I just think that, he's really locked in and was attacking the basket, doing a good job. I thought he was also trying to find guys, since they were collapsing on him so much. I thought he did a good job of really trying to create double teams and kicking. And then our pass possessions I thought were really good, where we ended up making that extra pass and getting shots.
Alvin, Jokic had 18 in the first quarter, and then you seemingly were able to take him out of the game. How was that accomplished?
Well, I thought we had to have a little bit better multiple efforts, and I thought we started to do that, to get back to him, to keep him off the boards. We did a good job of pulling in on the screening rolls so that they couldn't hit him on those easy layup, pocket passes. And I thought overall, like I said, I thought it was a good team defensive effort. But I thought we played well because I thought we did a good job of just playing together and playing for each other.
It's a good blueprint going forward without Alfred of guys playmaking. It seemed like you shared the playmaking responsibilities.
Yeah, we did, and it's still going to be a work in progress because we thought we had him back, and that's how we had kind of based our team around. But we'll have to change some things up. But overall, I think the way we played tonight is the way we're going to have to try to approach the game.
That's Coach Al Gentry chiming in with his thoughts on the game. Of course, you heard the reporters ask a series of questions about, they mentioned an Elfrid Payton and the fact that Elfrid Payton fractured his pinky, which means he'll probably be done for the next 6 to 8 weeks. He's not going to be a factor probably until the new year in 2019. But the truth of the matter is, if Coach Al Gentry looks at his roster, he will find a very willing replacement in Frank Jackson in this game. The answer is on your bench. Jackson needs to get more minutes if Elfrid Payton is not there. Very simple equation. That's why you gave up 2 second-round picks to get him from the Hornets when he was really just a high second-round pick. And some people believe that he was actually a borderline first-round pick. Just has to do it. But anyway, the statistics in the game. Anthony Davis carried the team on his back, 40 points in this game. 40 points in 38 minutes, 10 of 20 shooting. He was 20 of 21 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds. 8 assists. He had a block in the game. Despite having 4 fouls, he still played like a champion. Second top scorer, Julius Randle off the bench. 27 minutes for Julius Randle. He produced 21 points on 8 of 13 shooting from the field. He was 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Way better clip this time around. He had 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block in the game. He did manage to keep his fouls down. He had 3 fouls in the game. So obviously, Julius is doing what he's supposed to do. Then behind him, Niko Mirotic, 20 points in 34 minutes. He was 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 10 rebounds and 3 blocks in this game. Excellent effort. So you had AD, you had Julius Randle, you had Niko Mirotic, and then Drew Holiday chimes in. He scores 19 points in 32 minutes of 8 of 19 shooting from the field, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 8 assists, 3 steals in the game. Very good game very solid game for Drew Holiday. E'Twaun Moore added his 13 points in 36 minutes of 6 of 12 shooting from the field. He also had 5 rebounds in the game for him. Wesley Johnson played 24 minutes. He had 6 points, 2 of 3 shooting. He had 2 of 3 from downtown. He had 6 rebounds in the game, and he continues to be a steady defensive presence on a team. Outside of him, no other major factors. Darius Miller, got to give Darius Miller credit, even though he scored another 3 points in 23 minutes, but he just shot 1 for 3, which was 1 of 3 from downtown. He still sucked as far as that goes, but I got to give him credit because he was playing some defense. He had a couple blocks in the game that really impressed me because Darius is not known for playing no defense. If he would add that factor, man, if he only understood that if he added the defensive effort to his game, that he would be a pretty damn decent player because he could shoot the three. But if he had some defense, he has the perfect size, 6'7". If he had some defense and a little bit more anger and wanting to finish, Darius Miller would be a solid player for us. He had 2 blocks in this game. He committed to the defensive end. Ian Clark, 22 minutes, only 3 points. He struggled 1 of 5 shooting. Frank Jackson just 4 stinking minutes in the game. Sheik Diallo, Jaleel Okafor, Tim Frazier. None of those guys were active. They were DMP'd in this matchup. And that's the funny thing about what I'm saying. And when we talk about Elfrid Payton, we know Payton's not going to be there. He hasn't been there in a while. But the Pelicans won in this game because they're not killing themselves with the turnover. Let's get it straight. They played this team a little bit better. No, they did play them a little bit better. Garrett Harris still lit them up for 24 points. But Drew Holiday was stern. He really shut down Jamal Murray. Really shut him down. He had 11 points on 4-14 shooting from the field. He was 1 of 5 from downtown. Murray was not a factor in this game. Jokic had a pretty decent game on 25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. And then, of course, Herman Gomez has kind of surprised everybody. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds in the game. But Paul Millsap didn't get going. He was out of the game. 7 points, 3 of 8 shooting. So you had 2 of their top best pieces who struggled mightily in this game. Millsap and Murray just weren't there, and that helped the Pelicans out too because the Pelicans cut down on their turnovers. And then when Denver turned the ball over, they made them pay for it. And not to mention that when they went to the line 34 times, they converted 31 of 34 for about 91%. That helped the Pelicans seal the deal by 10. And that is what they do, what they have to do if they're going to want to win these games against these teams. You can't kill yourself with the turnovers. You can't kill yourself by not hitting free throws. It's just too tough of a game for you not to make those silly mistakes. But big ups to the Pelicans. They've increased their record to 9-7, which is pretty damn big. They beat Denver 10-6, and they were heading the Northwest standings before they get knocked off. They lose. Now Portland and OKC sitting up there. They slide back to the 3rd position, and the Pelicans are now 2 games, well actually 1 game behind the Memphis Grizzlies, who are 9-5. The Pelicans 9-7. Both the Grizzlies and the Pelicans on a 2-game stand. But all of a sudden, Houston has caught fire. They've won 4 in a row. They're 8-7. San Antonio sliding 3 games. They're on a 3-game slide, so we got to watch out for them coming in here Monday. They're going to look to break that against us. And Dallas starting to pick up steam. They winning 4 in a row. So let's switch over from this game and go to the next contest before we hit the break. And we'll quickly preview the matchup against the San Antonio Spurs set for Monday. Now, this is going to be interesting. Like I just gave you some information about the Spurs being that they're currently on a 3-game slide, and that's something we have to watch out for because they're going to look to break that. Paul Gasol is listed as out. Davis Bertans is out. We know Elfrid Payton won't be there, but the top people for them is DeMar DeRozan, averaging 25.5 a game, shooting 49% from the field. LaMarcus Aldridge is also a big player for them. He's the top rebounder with 11, and then DeMar DeRozan also leads the team in assists with about 6.5. Anthony Davis, the top man, leading his team in points, 27.5, plus rebounds, almost 13 a game. And the Drew Holiday is the top assist man with about 9 assists a game. So really big compliment for Drew Holiday. The interesting part about the Pelicans, I'm going to say this right quick, is the fact that they're currently a team that's suffering some injuries. But Drew Holiday slid back into the number 1 position. He's a top point guard running the team, and he looks terrific. That was the role they initially had for him, was to be the point guard, to run the team. So it's interesting to see him back there. This injury to Elfrid Payton might be a blessing in disguise. But anyway, the Pelicans, they won 2 in a row. Spurs lost 3 in a row. It's going to be interesting. The Spurs struggling, losing these games because they're not playing good defense, because the Pelicans capitalize. It'll be interesting. It'll be in the Smoothie King Center Monday. Spurs struggle against the Pelicans recently. I'm going to go with the PELS on this one. Thank y'all for listening to the Pelican Post-Game Report on the PRO Media Network. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow us for more content. Check the links in the descriptions for sponsors, to join our social media, and to contribute on Patreon. All that's in the description section below. Thank you for listening. Me and the crew here. Peace.
Forget ESPN or Fox. Get straight sports talk from the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.
Do you need a domain name? How about a host for your website that can work with WordPress? Try Namecheap.com. They make registering, hosting, and managing domain names for yourself or others easy and affordable because the internet needs people. Namecheap is an ICANN accredited domain register and technology company founded in 2000. It's one of the fastest growing American companies according to the 2018 Inc. 5000, celebrating nearly 2 decades of providing unparalleled levels of service, security, and support. Namecheap has been steadfast in customer satisfaction with over 10 million domains under management. Namecheap is among the top domain registrars and web providers in the world. They offer a full selection of popular and unique domains along with fully featured hosting packages, SSL security certificates, WhoisGuard privacy protections, and more, all at the lowest prices in the industry. So if you need a domain name or hosting or anything else, think Namecheap.com. That's right, Namecheap.com. Check the description section below for link.
There's a lot of reasons to be a fan, but only NBAStore.com has all the gear.
Sports fans are gearing up and saving big at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love, unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn fan cash on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time, get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
Get all the latest news and updates from your New Orleans Pelicans at the Pelicans Eye View, the new and official Pelicans Daily Journal, covering everything Pelicans.
Attention, everyone.
Get breakdown on games, free agent signings and potential moves, unbiased opinions and straight up facts with statistical analysis from G Balance. Go to www.thesportsdaily.com/Pelicans-I-View.
What's up, Sports World? The PRO Media Network is on a mission to reach 10,000 subscribers. So besides our regular programs like the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, the Pelican Post Game Report, Rapid Fire TSC, and others, we will be expanding out and offering other content like movie, anime, and gaming reviews for your entertainment. So if you enjoy our content, please donate at our Patreon page. Also subscribe, comment, and share. And help the PRO Media Network reach 10,000 subs. Peace.